So this morning we are going to walk through how to set up our agent websites in Command. So as a part of Keller Williams, everyone has their own KW website that they can use and leverage as a part of their business. Let me do something really quickly here. I'm just going to mute everyone really quickly. All right. Perfect. So as I'm going through the training this morning, please interrupt me with any questions that you have. You can either ask in the chat box or unmute yourself. This training's all for you. So I want to make sure you walk away feeling a lot more excited and comfortable in using the Command website. So I'm going to get started right here in my Command home screen. And then to get started building our agent website, I'm going to come over here to Consumer, the applet on the bottom left-hand corner of Command. If you roll your mouse over the icon, it will show Consumer. I'm going to click on that. And then it's going to take you here to your agent site pages. Now, I don't have any site pages here because I went through and I deleted them all. You may have 3 here already. If you do, that's fine. You may or may not have set them up. Sometimes they just seem to show up. No worries. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started by clicking on this Configure Your Site up here in the top right-hand corner in this blue ribbon. If you don't have the blue ribbon at the top of your page, if you scroll down, well, I guess not anymore. There was a Configure website down here, but I guess not. So we're going to click on Configure Your Site. And this is going to take us into the Kelly guide. So click Configure Your Site. I want to use the new KW agent site. Click Submit. Now here is the Kelly guide. And in Command, the Kelly guide is basically just a step-by-step process to go through adding something to your command. It really holds our hand through the process of how to get everything set up, adding pictures, adding information, and getting all of our core website pages put together before we can start adding and personalizing additional pages. So once you're here at the Kelly agent site setup, I'm going to click Get Started. This is going to ask about compliance information. So I'm going to click Acknowledge and Continue. And now we're just going to jump right into the Kelly guide. And the way that this is set up is kind of that left-hand side of the page is going to be a preview of the actual website. And then the column on the right-hand side is going to be where we make any updates and add any information. Let me recenter this really quickly. Perfect. So with everything in Command, I recommend to start at the top and we'll work our way down, filling in and updating any of the information. So over here on the right-hand side, here's my subdomain. It's nicholascore.kw.com. You can change that if you want to. Yours is probably going to be your name or whatever your login information is for Command. But you could change this. So if you want to change it, so I can make mine at nicholascore.atlanta.kw.com, click Claim Domain, and I'll say, congrats, you have claimed your subdomain. I just want to keep it as Nicholas Core. So I'm going to delete Atlanta, click Confirm Domain. And it's that simple to change your domain. I do want to point out that at the moment, we do not have the ability to use vanity URLs. So I personally own nicholascore.com. With the Placer website, if someone typed in nicholascore.com, my Placer website would load under that vanity URL. A visitor wouldn't be any the wiser. However, at the moment, I can't set that up. So what we have to do, if you have a vanity URL, you have to set that vanity URL to forward to your KW website. So if someone types in nicholascore.com, it automatically forwards them to nicholascore.kw.com. It is expected that we will be able to use vanity URLs sooner than later. I don't have an exact time, but a lot of people have been asking for it for a while. I also want to point out with your subdomain, if for whatever reason you click and confirm your domain this morning, and then tomorrow you're like, you know what, I don't really like this subdomain, I kind of want to change it. It is really easy to change it, and we're going to walk through that process towards the end of this training. But I just want to let you know that it's not set in stone, that you do have the ability to change it. So once we've selected our subdomain, I'm going to continue down and go into the marketing profile information. I'm going to expand this section, and this is going to pull in all of the information that you've put in your marketing profile within Command. But I do always recommend go through it, double check it, make sure everything is correct, and there may be some fields that are missing that we do need to fill in. So I'm just going to scroll through here, make sure all of my basic information is correct. My market center. All the items with the red asterisks are required, so be sure to fill those in. Put as much information in here as possible, especially anything to do with the brokerage. That is going to make sure that your website is GRET compliant. So our office address, my team name, my Nicholas Core Real Estate Group, my professional title, realtor, email, our office phone number. This isn't required, but I highly recommend that you include the office number because to be GRET compliant, anytime you have your name or contact information, you need to have the office's name and contact information in equal or greater font. So I would make sure that you add the office number here. And it also says excluding spaces or special characters. Command will automatically format that with the spaces, so you don't need to put that there. My mobile number. Here's my biography. I have a really short bio that I put in my marketing profile. If you've added a really long one, that's a-okay. For some reason, it may give you an error message here where it only allows a certain number of characters. If that's the case, just have like a 2-sentence biography, and then we can use that longer bio on the About Me page. Agent license number. I recommend including that. Again, just more identification, so that way any consumer that comes to my website can more easily identify me as a licensee in the state of Georgia. Compliance legal footer. Now, in the state of Georgia, we're not required to put anything specific in the footer, but I like to include my name and the office name again. So there's just one more time where it can be a one-to-one my name to the office name. Market center brokerage license number, include that. Brokerage phone number. Then we have compliance legal footer links. Again, in the state of Georgia, we're not required to have links to any other information, but some states do require a link to some fair housing information or any other information that might be there to protect a consumer. You can certainly add one if you'd like. Just give this a title and then add a link here. And if you want to add more than one link, you can click add more links here. Then we have our legal footer images, again, not required in the state of Georgia, but if you wanted to add your realtor logo, fair housing logo, any type of additional designation logos that you want to include, you can add those here as well. Just small little images, and it provides a recommended size of 128 by 48 pixels. Continuing to scroll down, our imagery. So again, this is going to pull directly out of my marketing profile. So here's my headshot image that is in a 360 by 360 square size. If you don't have one, you can go ahead and upload one here if you haven't uploaded it already in your marketing profile. Same thing for the brokerage logo. If you do not have the Keller Williams First Atlanta logos, Scott Hardy has uploaded all of those to rawlsgrouphelpdesk.com. So I can open up a new browser window and rawlsgrouphelpdesk.com. And then up here in the top right-hand corner, if you go to downloads and then select Market Center logos, you can click here on the First Atlanta logo or come over here and download 156 First Atlanta. And this is going to be a zip drive with every single format of the First Atlanta logo that you can need. Transparent backgrounds, white backgrounds, all white logo, the full red and gray logo, anything that you might need will be right here. I recommend just keeping this zip drive on your computer so you have all those different formats whenever you need them. I have my team logo here. If you do not have a team logo or a personal logo, you don't need to upload it. You'll be good to go. And then scrolling down, we have our social media links. And again, this is pulled directly out of my marketing profile, but I recommend that you go ahead and put those social media links here because that way it'll be able to easily add those links on every single one of your pages, and you don't have to worry about adding it more than once. I don't use Twitter or YouTube really, so that's why I don't have one here. And then the last item is a KW app link. This should auto-populate. If you don't have this logo, it's going to give you an error message, or excuse me, not logo. If you don't have this URL just yet, it's going to give you an error message. You can just type in google.com for now and it'll be fine, and we can go back and edit this, and I can show you where to find your KW app link. Any questions on setting up this and the initial information? All right. So we're just going to click Save and Continue in the bottom right-hand corner, and then we're going to continue on in the Kelly Guide. So we went through and just added all of our information. Now we're going to start to update some of the visual identification info. So the first item is the KW theme. We have two options, the red theme or the dark theme. They're really both the same. The only difference is going to be this red KW that's up here in the top left-hand corner. So if you select the dark theme, you can see that updates to a dark gray color. I personally think everything with red and KW is synonymous, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep this with the red theme. Scrolling down, we have our homepage text. Enter the text that grab your client's attention for your personalized page. Start your home search here. So this is that text right here. You can update this to anything you want. Find your new home here. And you can see that as I make that update on the right-hand side, it automatically makes the update so I can see what it looks like in this preview. Scrolling down, we have our hero images. You will automatically have 5 images that are uploaded for you. I think I've gone through and I've deleted a few of them just from previous trainings. And all of these images will rotate on your homepage. If you don't like any of the images, you do have the ability to delete. Just click the little trash can here. And you do have the ability to upload your own. So if you have your own images, they recommend a size of 1200 by 1200 pixels. It's going to take up a big space. If you don't like any of the ones that are here, also check out designs within Command. You have access to tons of pictures there that you have all the full copyright permissions for. I do want to point out that if you want to use an image from a listing, be sure to get written permission from the photographer. My understanding is that when we pay for listing photos, we are paying to lease those images for the sole purpose of selling that piece of property. So we don't have permissions to use that image or those images to promote and sell ourselves. So just make sure you get written permission from the photographer, because that could be up to a $10,000 fine. Also, if for whatever reason you leave all these photos here and you're like, I don't really know what I want to upload, we have the ability later on to go through and update and change those photos. So you don't have to go back through the Kelly Guide if you decide later on you want to change your images. All right, and once we're good with all those images, select Save and Continue. All right, now we're going to get to our first site page, which is going to be the About Us company profile. Now, not every single agent has a team or markets themselves as a team. If that's the case, and you only market yourself as a solo agent, you probably don't need to spend a ton of time on this, and we can actually get rid of this so it's not on your agent website. But if you do have a team and you want to market, or you market yourself as a team, I do recommend that you fill this in. So with everything, again, we're going to start at the top and work our way down. So the first item we're going to do is navigation. You're going to see here when our website is live, the navigation will be our company profile, then about me, and then contact us. If you want to change it, you can. Not a big deal. Just click on those 6 dots and move this page into whichever position you like. The next is search engine optimization, SEO, and we're going to give this a page title. So I'm going to name this about Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. And then we have our URL slug right here. And this is going to be what appears after the .kw.com /. I'm going to change this to about NKREG. Then below that, we have our SEO description. And this is going to be the description and information that pops up on a Google search. If someone were to type in Nicholas Core Real Estate Group and this page were to come up to the top, this would be the little description that would provide them more information so they know what they were clicking on from that search query. So here I'm going to put learn more about the Nicholas Core Real Estate Group at Keller Williams First Atlanta, and then I'm going to put my phone number. Just in that way, if they're right there at the Google search results, and I'm like, okay, I can just call him right here. Perfect. I'd recommend that you fill this information in, as well as include your name, Keller Williams First Atlanta, and the contact information. We're going to have SEO descriptions for every single page that we add, and this is ultimately over time going to help your agent website come to the top when people are searching your name or similar fields. Below that, we have content. And here we have our intro paragraph, which is going to appear right here at the top of the page. So you can add in some information about your team and business. And then below that, we have two different sections. We have section 1 and section 2. This most easily can be broken up into working with buyers, working with sellers, however you want to do it. So we'll just do section 1, working with sellers. And we work with sellers to get their homes sold ASAP for as much money as possible. So you could just type in whatever information you have here. I imagine probably from a piece of marketing material that you've already created that you have something here that would work. And then below, next to that, we have an image. You don't have to upload an image if you don't want to. It does recommend a size of 360 by 360, so another square image. If you do not use an image here, it will just center align the text, and you won't ever know that there wasn't an image supposed to be here. But I'm just going to upload one, so I'm going to click upload really quickly. And then I'm going to quickly pull one of these from a saved file that I have, photos. And we'll just upload this one image from a listing that I have or had. And it's only going to let me use a square crop. So I'm going to click set image. Perfect. And it uploads right there. We're going to do the same thing for section 2, working with buyers. And then our description, we help buyers find the home of their dreams and negotiate ooh, if I could spell, savings for our clients. I'm just making this up, but whatever you want to put there. And then we'll do the same thing of uploading an image. Click open, expand this so it's a full square, set image, and then there we go. And then we have our footer title. How can the Nicholas Core Real Estate Group help you with your real estate needs? And then reach out today to get started with buying and selling a new home. And And that is it for all the information we have here for the About Us company page. So I'm going to click continue. And that's going to take us to the About Me page. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We'll start at the top and we'll work our way down. So navigation, I'm just going to leave this here as the About Me section. Then below here, or sorry, second in the navigation for our search engine optimization, I'm going to update this page title to About Nicholas Core. I'm going to change the URL slug to About Nicholas, or I'll just change this to About Nick. But you can put this as whatever you want. If you are on a team, you would want to have a separate About Me page for every single agent on your team. SEO description, learn about Nicholas Core, realtor with Keller Williams, First Atlanta, and my phone number. Pretty simple. And then we'll do content. So we'll just update this accordingly. So about page title, About Me. This is what's going to appear over here on the left-hand side. So I'm going to change this to About Nick. My title, Realtor at Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. Bio title. And then again, it's going to pull in my biography from my marketing profile. If this is too long and it gives you an error message, that's okay. We can come back and edit it after the fact. So just kind of have, I think you get up to 280 characters. If it's longer than that, just delete all of it. And then we'll come back and edit this page later on. And then you could have a novel of a biography if you would like. Scrolling down, just double checking the information, contact Nicholas, phone number. You can see it doesn't have the dashes here, but the way that it renders on the website, it does include the dashes, and then my email address. I'm going to click continue. And then we're going to go to our last page, which is the Contact Us page. So this is where a potential consumer could come, type in their name and provide their information. And we could, it would show up as a new lead in our command database. And we'll be able to start that process with them. So we're going to give this a page title, Contact Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. Our URL slug, I'm going to leave that as contact. Our SEO description, contact the Nicholas Core Real Estate Group to get, let me say, at Keller Williams, First Atlanta, to get started with your real estate goals. And my phone number. Now we'll update the content. Now there isn't a ton of content here, which is a-okay. Page header, I'm going to update this to Contact Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. Intro paragraph. I'm just gonna, we could add, leave your contact information below with a brief, let's do a quick message on your real estate goals, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Message hint. So this is text that is going to appear in this message box. And you'll notice as we look at it, it's kind of a light gray color. This is just to be some quick prompts. As soon as a person starts typing in this message box, all of this text will disappear. But this is just going to be some quick prompts of what types of information you might be looking for. Are you looking to buy or sell? Your time frame? Where are you in the search? What is your budget? You may want to ask, have you spoken with a mortgage lender? And there you go. And then the last items we have here are our phone number and email address. And again, when I double check it over here, this website does not include the dashes. I don't know why. So I'm just going to quickly add those over here and then click save and continue. So let's give this a moment to save. Perfect. Now our website is officially complete and live. So you can see how easy that was going through the Kelly Guide. It really held our hand filling in all of the information. It's very simple. And now we can go through, make some additional personalizations and some additions. So once you're done with the Kelly Guide, you can click Manage Sites right here. And this is going to take us back into the consumer applet. I'm still in my agent site pages tab, and it shows me these 3 pages that I've just created, the About Us, About Me, and Contact Us page. It shows me the date that I created them, which is today. And then in the View column, there are these icons with a blue eyeball. If that icon, for whatever reason, is gray, that means the page is not active and there is not an active preview of it. But when I can tell that this page is live, because this is a green turquoise colored eye. Any questions on anything that we did this so far, going through the Kelly Guide, updating the information, adding anything, double checking it? All right. So let's say you set up your website, everything's good to go, and you're thinking, I may want to change my subdomain, or I don't really like those background images that I went through and updated on the Kelly Guide, and I really don't want to have to go all the way through the Kelly Guide again to make those updates. Well, you don't have to. Within the consumer applet, over here on the right-hand corner, top right-hand corner, it says Site and App Settings. If you click on this, it will take you to where you can change some of the settings for your website. It will default here into the General tab. And then here we have our agent site hero text. So that's where I said I put in Find Your New Home, and you can update this at any time. So you can come here and you can change this and say, start your new home search here. Leave that as is. And then at the bottom, I can come down here and click Save Changes. Now that is updated on my website. Below here, we have the hero images. So these are the 3 images that I've left that are a part of the template. You can add additional ones here. And if you don't want an image to have to rotate, you could just have one single image, and that way it'll show static the entire time. Our download app landing page. So download my app to find your new home anywhere. Virtual tours. If you have a virtual tour or a Matterport 3D tour and you want to include that on your listing, you can do that here. So you can come here to select listing. You can select your active listings. It's going to show you all of them that they have here. So you would select that, click continue, and then it's going to ask for that video URL. So if this is either a YouTube link, or you've uploaded it to Google Drive, or there's a specific Matterport URL, you want to include that here. So then when someone is searching for your website through KWLS or on your agent site, it will include that video URL. Once you've gone through these general updates, click Save Changes to make sure that everything is saved. The next tab to the right is URLs. And here is where you can update your subdomain. So right now it's Nicholas Core. If I, for whatever reason, wanted to come back here and make it nicholascoreatlanta.kw.com, I could do that right here and click Save Changes. This action will change your previously claimed subdomain, app URL, or text code. Are you sure you want to proceed? And click Yes. Now my new agent website is nicholascoreatlanta.kw.com. I'm going to get rid of Atlanta. Click Save Changes. Yes. And now I've updated my subdomain again. So if you ever decide you want to change your subdomain, it's that easy. You can just come to Site and App Settings and then URLs. The next item is featured listings. So one of the main pieces of feedback that agents provided when these agent websites came live was that we weren't able to feature our listings on our website. And that's one of the benefits of working with us, is that our clients' listings can be promoted on our agent website. So to add a featured listing, come here to the Featured Listings tab, click Select Listings, and it's going to show you all of your listings. So it's going to say Show Only My Listings. So I'm going to select here, this is my newest listing, and click Done. And now I've added this listing to my featured website. I'm going to come back here to select listings because let's say you don't have any listings yet. You're a newer agent, but you still want to have some featured listings on your website. That's a-okay, and you should, and I highly recommend that you do. What I would recommend that you do is find an agent that has some properties that you like, or finds the specific properties that you would want to feature. Then ask that agent and get written permission from an email saying, may I use your listing as a featured listing on my website? I would guess that 9 times out of 10, that agent in our office is going to be like, yeah, absolutely. Please promote my listing on your website. The more, the merrier. If you want to find that listing, come over here in the top right-hand corner where it says show only my listings. Click all listings, and then you can type in whatever your listing address is. So let's do 33. I don't know. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 Maple Street. And then here's just a bunch of other listings that you could pull up. Just click select and then done. And now it adds that listing to your featured listings right there. I don't actually want to include this, so I'm going to click remove, and I'm also going to remove this 1, 2, 3, 4 Main Street. So these are my 3 featured listings on my website. You can also change the headline here if you want. Mine just says Nicholas Core Real Estate Group's newest listings. Yours could say Nicholas Core's hottest listings, Atlanta's newest listings to hit the market, whatever you want. The next tab is theme. And again, this is really where we can switch back and forth between the red KW logo and the dark gray blackish KW logo. Not a huge change here. And then the last item we have is agent site pages. And this is going to be where we can see all of the active pages that we have, as well as add additional pages to our website. So if we ever go through and let's say we want to add a testimonials page or a blog page, I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. We would come here to the agent site pages tab, and this is where we would manually set that page active to be a part of our agent website. What questions do you have so far? We've gone through a lot of information pretty quickly. Anything that I can clarify for you so far? All right. So let's say we want to add another site to, or another page to our agent website. The way we're going to do that is we're going to come over here to agent site pages. And then in the top right-hand corner, I'm going to click create a new page. We have 2 options here, on my agent site or as a landing page. We're going to want to create an on my agent site. And that's what's going to let the system know that this page needs to be associated with my agent website so I can set that live. Click create page. And then just like we went through the Kelly guide, let's start at the top and we'll work our way down and fill in all of the information. So up in the top left-hand corner, I say we give this a new title page. I want to name this, we can just do testimonials. Now I want to walk through testimonials because it is kind of a funky process with the agent websites. So if you want to add testimonials to your website, you have to first create a testimonials capture page and then a testimonials carousel page, or testimonials list page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my widgets. We have, what is this, 8 widgets over here, and one of them is a testimonial capture form. So I'm going to select that, and I'm just going to drag it over here into position. Now, when you are creating a new agent website, you have to have at least 1 widget on the website for this page to work. If you do not include a widget, the page will never show up. So I'm going to leave here. I have my testimonial capture page. I'm going to come down here to configure widgets, select testimonial capture, And I'm going to update this information accordingly. Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. Headline, please leave a review of your experience with Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. Description. I'm just going to thank you for your support. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. How would you rate your experience? I'm just going to leave this placeholder text as is, and then I'm going to click Save and Apply. And now it has made those updates right here. And now I'm going to click Save Changes up here in the top right-hand corner. It's going to ask if I would like to continue to cite and app settings to publish page. I'm going to select yes. Now I'm over here in my agent site pages. This is that tab that I was telling you about earlier, where we can manage and add pages to our website. So I'm going to click Add Page. I'm going to select Testimonials, click Continue. And I'll name this Testimonials, Testimonial Capture. And I'm going to name this URL slug Testimonial Capture. And then our SEO description, please leave, oh goodness, a review of the Nicholas Core Real Estate Group at Keller Williams First Atlanta. Then I'm going to click Save. Now I come over here to the left-hand side and I can see I now have this testimonials capture page live. Now, one thing that's going to be a little bit weird with my website is because I had previously set up my website and then deleted all the pages. So this shows as everything is blank. So I'm just going to really quickly attach, select pages. So if, let's say I have my About Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. I want to change the page or select the page. I'm going to click on those three dots on the right-hand side, select page, and I'm going to select About Us, continue. For the About Nicholas Core, I'm going to click Select, three dots, select page, About Me, and then Contact, select page, Contact Us, continue. And then I'm going to click Save. Perfect. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go back to my agent site pages. Well, that's weird. Why is nothing working? Well, let me come back over here to the site and app settings. All right, so About Us. Continue. This is very strange. I don't know why it's not. Because it should, everything was showing preview earlier, so it should work. All right, while this is loading, I'm just going to type in nicholascore.kw.com. Let's see if it works. All right, there we go. Perfect. So we can see here, start your new home search here, which I updated. These are the images that I have saved, and then just kind of rotates through them. Up here, I have my drop-down menu where it says Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. And here we have the About Nicholas Core Real Estate Group, so I can click on that. Here's the information that we went through and updated earlier, working with sellers, working with buyers, About Me, About Nick, the contact. And you can see here's that grayed out text, we added, are you looking to buy or sell, time frame, where are you in your search process, what's your budget, have you spoken with a mortgage lender? And then the last item we added was our testimonial capture page. So before you're able to actually add testimonials to a page, you have to have someone submit a testimonial in this capture form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this out. So I'm going to say John Smith. And let's say you have a bunch of Zillow reviews or Realtor.com reviews. You can just copy paste that information in here and you'll be good to go. Property address 1234 Main Street. Let's just do client since 2019. They would person give a 5-star review. The best realtor ever. I love my new house. Thank you so much for all your help. All right. That's the review. And then they would click preview testimonial, click submit. And you'll notice when it shows their name, it just says John S. It doesn't actually include their last name. So click submit. Thank you, your information has been submitted. So now what I need to do is I need to come back over here to my agent site pages, and I have to create a new page on my agent site. I'm going to give this a new name, Testimonials. And then actually, let me give this another name, Testimonials text. And then over on the right-hand side, I'm going to select either the testimonials carousel or the testimonials list, which either one you want. So the carousel is just going to rotate through different testimonials, and the list will just be a scrolling list where they have to scroll down the page. I'm going to do the testimonials list. All right. Now we need to configure widget. So I'm going to click configure widgets, testimonials list. I'm going to select that. Then I'm going to say, here how the Nicholas Core real estate group worked. Actually, let's just do read reviews of the Nicholas Core real estate group. Intro text. Hear what previous clients have to say. Oh goodness. Say about their experiences. Oh my goodness. Experience with the Nicholas Core real estate group. Client details. Or just leave all these items checked. Now, you'll see here we have 3 selected testimonials. This is going to show all the testimonials that have been submitted into the system. So here's the one that I just added today. John S. I've obviously done this multiple times before in trainings. The best realtor ever. I love my new house. Thank you so much for all your help. I can browse testimonials and it's going to show me all the testimonials that have been submitted. And I can select or unselect the ones that I want to include. Click continue and then click save and apply. And now I was going to update my testimonials page. Then I'm going to click save changes. Yes, I would like to publish this page. Now I'm going to come over here to add page. I'm going to select testimonials text, page titles, testimonials, then our SEO description, read testimonials from previous clients. And click save. There we go. So now I'm going to go back to my agent site pages. Now, for whatever reason, now everything's working. We have this blue bar up here. And again, it says see your configured agent site here. So I'm just going to click on this URL that takes me to nicholascore.kw.com. Then up here in the top right-hand corner, I'm going to click on that name. And I'm going to select testimonials that I misspelled. And here it's going to show me a list of all those selected testimonials. And that's how you add testimonials. Like I said, it's a little bit of a clunky process, but it really is also to help manage. That way, you know, you don't get a bunch of spam testimonials, and you can edit and change which ones appear on your page. Any questions about this? All right. If you ever want to go back and edit one of your agent site pages, the labs team have made some updates, which makes it super easy to do. All you do is come here to your agent site pages tab within consumer, and then come to the three dots, select that, and then click edit. That's going to take you into the design editor, and you can make whatever edits you would like to your page. So I can come over here, click configure widgets, select agent profile. And then now my agent bio, I can paste in that full length biography that I have if I wanted to. So you can add whatever you want here. Add text here. Double check everything, click save and apply. Publish page. There we go. So if I click on my configured agent site, over here to about Nicholas Core, you can see it says add text here. I just added that. So that's how simple it is to make edits to your agent site pages. Any questions on adding testimonials, making edits to your page or anything like that?
I do have a question, Nick.
Yeah.
On my page, when you go to your page where it says at the top, it says Nick Carr Real Estate Group. Mine says Keller Williams First Atlanta, and I don't know how to change that.
So that is
right before the drop down.
Yes. So that is going to be in your marketing profile. So within command, if you click on your name in the top right-hand corner, click on settings.
In command, click on settings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then click on connect settings, marketing profile. And then we'll scroll down here. And mine says team Nicholas Core Real Estate Group. So you would update that to whatever it is you want it to say. So you could have it say your name, realtor, just your name, whatever you'd like.
Okay, so when I went to command and went to settings, what did you say to do after that?
Click marketing. On connect settings.
Oh, marketing profile.
And then scroll down, and then where it says team, you'll update that.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
Also, when I go in and try to make changes to command, the first box that comes up, it says, do you want to, it says, wait, let me pull it up now. It gives you like 3 options to click before you start making changes, how you want to view your site.
Yeah, pull it up so I can see what that is.
Okay. So I go to consumer, and then I click on my site.
Your site or your configure your site?
Wait, let me go out again. Okay, so I go to consumer.
Yep.
And then I go see your configured site. No, I go to configure your site.
Yep.
And then I get this says, before you begin, what provider would you like to use for your sites?
Yes. So you would select, I want to use my new KW agent site. Then click submit.
Okay.
And then it would pop up, I think, a disclaimer about compliance, and then it would take you straight into the Kelly guide, and then you click get started.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right, I got it.
There you go. Any other questions or anything else I can help you with this morning?
I just got to keep playing with this. I have a lot of pages already set up, but I want to add the testimonials page to my site. So I'm going to try to do that this afternoon, or when we get off the call after I eat.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you all joining me this morning. As you start to play around and setting up your agent website or making updates, please don't hesitate to reach out. Give me a call. We can always set up some one-on-one time as well.
Okay, thank you, Nick.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.